Right, I just got to test that this is showing the Ableton. Well, firstly, that's not coming out of my fucking headphones, so let's change that. These are all things that professional people do before they start a stream, but I guess that's not me. Fuck me, that's loud. Oh, I'm on the wrong version. Whoops. I hope you didn't hear that. Fucking hell. Let's try that again. Right, wrong version. Whoops. If there's somewhere I can put this fucking chat box. Oh, can I put it there? No. Alright. Hey, hello. How are you? You good? Oh, don't worry about that. Anyway, the stream's probably kind of boring, by the way. Have I set this up right? Yeah. I've only done this a couple of times, so I don't know if any of this works properly. Let me know if you can hear this. Has that come through? My name's this on YouTube. I didn't think it was that. I didn't think your name was that. It came up as Voltaic Ginge for me, by the way. I don't know. Oh, it must be your at. It came up as Voltaic Ginge when you subbed way back when. But no, I'm doing good, man. I just thought I'd. I didn't tell you. I haven't spoke to you about it. But so I did a stream the other day. I've done. I think this is my third one, and the first one I did, I was making a track, and then I've the second one I just thought I'd try one doing like mixing, and I I did the whole thing. I did an hour long stream, and at the end I decided to have a listen before I logged off to see how it went. And the Ableton audio you couldn't hear at all. So I did an hour long stream, and a couple people had come in throughout, and you couldn't. It was just me sat here like, yeah, that's sick. Oh yeah, I think that sounded good now, guys, with no fucking audio. So that was a little bit embarrassing. I deleted that one very quickly. Yeah, it was embarrassing. Cause you were streaming for a bit, right? You must have had similar shit happen. But yeah. Did this pop up for you as like a sub? Did it come up in your sub feed then? Yeah. Is that what you use? Yeah, OBS. I had to watch a couple of videos to figure out how to use it, but I think it seems to be pretty good, and it's free, obviously. Oh, that's pretty banging. All right, cool. Um, that's cool. Because I wasn't sure. I don't know how. I don't know if I can do anything to set that up. But I was speaking to someone in the comments the other day because I don't want the shorts to come up that way because it's gonna get annoying. Yeah, so I think that's what I'd fucked up. I had to download like a separate plugin to get it to. I can show you actually. It's down here. This thing here. To then. Oh, I guess you can see. Yeah. So to get it to send through to OBS, there's like you can add it into OBS as well because you can do stuff in there. I was looking like you can add like EQ and stuff in there. But I just didn't. I don't think I need it. It might be helpful down the line actually. But yes, you get it set up with this pop up here, and it just makes sure it sends all the audio exactly as it is in Ableton rather than picking up the desktop audio. Um, and I just hadn't put that on, so it's just me waffling for an hour. and quite often probably not waffling and just sat there in silence. So I feel sorry for the people that came and watched that one. Um, but yeah, don't feel like you have to stay around. I'm sort of just doing this because I was going to be mixing anyway. So I figured I might as well just stream while I do it at the minute to I don't know why really. Just see if I can it's just another way of sort of creating stuff I suppose rather than just doing it by myself. Yeah, yeah, exactly that. When I looked into it and I was trying to figure out my way around it and I just couldn't be fucked. So I just thought I'll just leave it all as it is. It was I find it hard enough getting it just to have the fucking camera, the webcam in the corner and the mic set up with it. So I thought, do you know what? I'm more likely to cause myself problems if I try and tweak the settings around and the overlays and that. But do you know what? If I get into it, I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy streaming or not. Um, it's not. I've tried it in the past. Oh, fair enough, man. All right. Well, I won't be offended if you have to dip out at any point. Um, but I appreciate you sticking here. And it's nice to have someone in the chat as well, actually. Although I've only got one screen at the minute, so I have to like flick back and forward. So if I don't see anything, um, I'll try and remember to check in every now and again. Because so far I haven't had many people watching, so I can just kind of lock in. Uh, um, but yeah, I don't know if you. Yeah, I've actually have spoken to you about the mixing thing in the past, so it will give you a bit of insight into what I mean when I said that if you ever get to the point where you feel like something's ready and you want it like polished up and that, I'd be happy to do it. And yeah, this is a bit of insight into hopefully how I work through things. I'm sure it'd be yeah, hopefully you'd be able to take a few things away from it. But um, all right, cool man. All right, well anyway, I'm gonna get into it. um, I'm hoping to put this track out soon. I had one I was working on um, that I'm not sure about anymore, and I managed to dig this one out of the archives. And I done some. I've just been seeing if I can get it together because I don't know. I'm like ready to put out something new now. And I'm hoping this will be the next one. I'll finish the mix on it and see how if I have to like kind of take a few days away from it, come back see if I still like it. But right, I should make sure I got all this sounds set up here. See that did. I think this might be the one. I'm trying to come through with the rap game. Yeah, right. That should. Yeah, that's coming through. All right, cool. All right, I'm gonna get into it. So I've done um I've done the balancing on the last stream. I did all the balancing for the most part, and I panned everything like left and right and did as much automation as I could. Excuse me, as well as putting on any filters that I wanted. I don't think I did many in the end. It's just a lot of tweaking with the volume knobs basically. But this time around, I'm gonna get into sticking a bit of compression on everything, which I still don't know if I can hear compression very well. But I'm gonna do it as best I can. Compression, reverb on whatever needs it, and some glue compression. And then I don't think it'll be far away. One thing that I had a little listen to it on my lunch break today, and one thing that's pissing me off is I've done a bit of a fucking Jay-Z here, if you can see that, and I've like chopped different takes together. And I think it was sounding a little bit clapped. Not clapped. I don't know. There was just something about it that was sounding off. I'm not too sure. I couldn't quite figure it out. So I'm gonna. Okay, I'm not gonna look at that for now. I'm just gonna forget that that ever happened. I'm just gonna focus on the hook and getting the compression right, and then we'll go from there. So start with the bass. Oh, have I got my phone in it? Yeah. I got a note. Back in the day, I used to listen to, not back in the day, I still listen to them really, like some mixing and mastering podcasts. I got a really good one. If you ever do get into that, I'm happy to send it over. But I listen to a few. The one that I like is probably not as informative as others, but it's at least it's a bit funny, so it kind of breaks it up a bit. But if you ever do get into doing any of that stuff, I'll send it over because I learned a lot from them. Obviously, you don't have to like take on everything. So a lot of music stuff I find is kind of ends up being more about like them. They end up half time telling you kind of like, oh, you've just got to trust your ears, but getting you to get out of your own head about shit. It ends up being a bit more like philosophical than actual like this is what you should do. But one of the things that they do talk about is compression, and they gave good settings for bass on it, and I tend to start with that and then tweak it about if I need to. So I'm just gonna find that in my notes quickly. Oh, that's all good, man. Right, let me find this. I've got too many notes on here now. Do you still? Cause you were streaming what's it called? Dead by Daylight for a while. Do you still do that? Ah, yeah, compression. Maybe it was the next note. No, fair enough. His stuff, I thought streaming. I did it a bit during. Oh, I might have said this earlier. I did it a bit during COVID, and it's for me. I think out of all the things I've tried in the past, where you like make and put out something, it's the hardest one to be consistent with, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because it's like it is slower to make progress on, I suppose. So it takes. It feels more luck based than any of the other ones, maybe. So it take like you don't know. I don't know. It feels like you can do it a lot and not maybe get very far. I don't know. That might not have been why you stopped, but that was why I found it hard to get into. Shit. Okay. Yeah, it's quite demanding. I don't these what I'm doing now is not. I don't think I could stream gaming on this. This is like pretty low rent with what I'm doing here. Yeah, I don't think I could do gaming in that. And I suppose it's one of those where you just end up getting annoyed if you can't get it to look how you want it to look. So I understand that. I swear I had a base yeah release. Yeah, all right. I think I found the thing that I was looking for. Right. Uh, Stick some fucking. So release. There's what I used to do is I used to do the fastest attack you could do and the slowest release. Um, and then what was this? Slow attack. What's the fastest is like that. Then I don't know. I get confused with compression. I can't lie, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I normally go 2:1 ratio and then ratio, and then I think I go. Yeah, that's right. And about 300 release on. So maybe a bit slower than that. Maybe we go like oh point 0.3. I think is what I normally do. Oh fuck it. I just need to get it to the base. Then you want to do. It's gonna get boring. I don't know. Anyway. All right, that'll do. You want to get it to say about 2 decibels there. So I'm gonna change that to a round number because that's how my brain works. And then if I solo it out, when you compress things, it always drops the decibel levels down. That's what this box here is for. So if you come over to here, well, this is the view I do it in. You turn it off and you see what the peak hits when the bass hits. So 13.7, and then it should, yeah, see 14.6. So it's gone a bit quieter. So then if you add like what I think, then it goes back up. Um, I'll see if I can hear the difference. So I can't always hear compression very well. I'll turn that up a little bit in my headphones and just see if I can hear the difference when it's soloed out. All right, what I'm gonna do is this. Yeah, I think I can hear that. I think the higher the, from what I understand, the attack is like how quickly it cuts off the peak. Might be wrong though. I got a bit of following. Oh shit, yeah. Can you stream Nintendo games? Don't they kind of just like hang you if you try and stream Nintendo games? They're like notoriously a shitty company for stuff like that, right? Yeah, is there anywhere that you're able can you stream Nintendo games? I think I want lower release, but I 13.6. I'm gonna do like 200. I don't know, I think that sounds a bit better. You can just need it. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Can you plug? I had back in the day when I was like quite young. I had a some really old capture card. I never had enough money for an Elgato. What did I have? I can't remember what it was. It was some like knockoff thing that I ordered, but and there was a lot of wires and stuff. Would you have to? Oh, you might not know. This might be tech. This might be a pointless question, but like, do you plug that straight into the switch, or would you have to get the switch set up into a TV and then plug that into that? It's okay if you don't know. That's like the most random fucking question ever. Nothing new. Yeah, I can understand that. Oh, if you once you've answered the technical question, let me know what kind of games you would stream, because I'd watch that. If you do that, you'll have to let me know, because I'll definitely check that out. Yeah, all right, that's sounding okay, I think. Let's get this on the drums. This is gonna get grating, by the way. Hearing the same fucking 4 seconds of music over and over again. Right, 2-1. Sure, I'll only do about 0.3 and about 300 on that just as my starting point. You don't need much. Yeah. What's the deal with this shit? Sounds so sweet. I think I might have made a biscuit. Not a beat. You hear it? What? I didn't fucking press that. Oh, it's because it's minus 9.8. You need an Elgato to PC and then HDMI split to Switch. Oh shit. Okay. That wouldn't be impossible. Bit of an annoying kind of like upfront thing to have to get into. But I suppose if you've already got the Switch, I don't know how much a split would be. The Elgato would be the. I don't know how much they are these days, but I remember them feeling like they were expensive when I was young. You might be able to get one from your work, right? Pokemon Nuzlocke. Oh, cool. Smash Bros. I feel like is very streamable. Um, yeah, all of those games would be good actually. I don't know what that is. Is that? I might be being dumb here. Is that a Pokemon game? Um, and then Zelda, I definitely would watch because I've never actually played a Zelda game, and I feel like especially if you can get the what would you play? Is it Breath of the Wild? I reckon you'd be able to do that. 50-ish. All right, that's not too bad. That's cheaper than that. Maybe not. Maybe 50 to me was like 1,000 when I was like 12. But I seem to have thinking they were like 100 quid, and it was just like completely out of the realms of possibility for me back then. 50 is not too bad. Again, it's quite a lot up front, whereas like with I mean, I'm lucky we've been able to do this because OBS was free. It was kind of like I had all the shit already. So there was no kind of upfront cost there. I don't know if I would have done it if there was. I don't know, maybe. I don't know. I feel like especially if you were enjoying it, back when you were doing it, and if it was just the kind of technical side of things that was stopping you from doing it, play through Pokemon. But if you Oh, yo, that's fucked. Was that like a? Do you have to just sort of impose that on yourself, or is that like a mod you can install or do it through an emulator or something? Crazy. If you catch Pokemon, if it dies, you can't revive it. That's like worse than hard mode. That's fucking. I think that piss me off too much, man. If you do that, that would be a fucking interesting stream. If you do that, I mean, all of them obviously let me know, but definitely I would start with that. That would hook me. I often have to solo when I'm compressing, and they say not to do that because obviously you're meant to be able to hear it as the whole track. I think I'm probably need to turn it up a bit. Oh, you might be able to hear the compression there actually. Um, oh, okay, so you just set the challenge for yourself. Yeah, man, that sounds cool. I mean, it sounds horrible, but it sounds cool. If you do it, definitely let me know, because yeah, I would love to watch that. That sounds interesting. So the people must do that then. Um, people, I guess people stream that already, do they? But I mean, not that you shouldn't. Um, I was just wondering if you know if like you've watched anyone in particular that does that. Yeah, okay. I think I might be able to explain the compression a little bit on this with the release time. So when I've got it low, you can hear the drum hit go on quite long, and the air and the I think they call it the transients in there. And then if I turn it all the way up, it's much like there's I'd say there's more groove to it. It cuts off quicker, but this is where you want to unsolo it because in the actual beat itself, so I think sometimes you want it to go. Yeah, you want somewhere in between. I'm gonna go like 600 maybe because some of that air you want to carry on, but too much and it washes the track out a bit. And then the attack. I don't know. I think it just got louder when I did that. Yeah, I don't want to go and do it. There's a few people. A guy called RT. Okay, I haven't heard of that person, but I mean, I'd rather watch you do it, obviously. But if maybe I'll check that out. If let me write that down because it does sound good, and I feel like that's the kind of thing that I could watch. You know, when you like go on a stream after someone's done it and you just watch the recording of it. I feel like that'd be a banging background stream. There you go. Come right down here. RT. All right, cool. If I remember, I'll look into that because that does sound interesting to me. But yeah, man, definitely do it. If it's something you're thinking of doing, um, I think that'd be really cool. I'd like to see it definitely, and I'm sure other people would find it interesting. And I think obviously the main thing is just if you feel like doing it and you'd get enjoyment out of doing it, you got to go for it because I don't know. I think that's important. Right, let's see how much volume I took away. I don't think it was much on that. 12.2. Oh, what's that like 0.8? Ooh, clean. I think he. Yeah. Only 400 actually. Yeah. I think that's got a good groove to it. Yeah, I watched most of his vids, but yeah. All right, cool. So does he still make them now? or are they all like is it a series you've done in the past? 'Cause I guess the thing, if you're into that, is you could do it for each Pokemon game that comes out. Although, yeah, I don't know if Nintendo smashed the ban hammer down on people for streaming the new ones. I think they did, didn't they get in trouble for that? Anyway, I there's plenty of that'd probably be as fun to watch the old games because the old games are so cool, man. Those original Pokemon games. I still am pissed off my yeah, he still does them. All right, cool. Yeah, I'll check that out definitely. Um, my nan had a Game Boy at our house that was my cousin's with Pokemon Emerald on it, and I didn't understand what I was doing when I played it because I was like 4. Um, but I tried to get it back not that long ago, and I think she'd given it to charity. But either way, she didn't have it anymore, and I remember being pretty fucking upset because I'm sure it's like 200 quid now for the game. Right, let's get this down. Yeah, that's that. Right, let's just do -9. Right, let's solo this out because I am new. Yeah, man, I know it's gutting, right? Um, yeah, because obviously I was thinking like, oh well, it doesn't matter that she got rid of it. Like it's like such an old game. I'll just buy it. I bet it's like 20p, but no, it's like a few hundred quid. I'm sure of it. Um, so I think I tried to. I never did Emerald and oh no way! Yeesh, bro. How much did that? Did you get that from your work? That must have set you back a fair bit. You don't have to tell me how much that cost, but you do have to let me see it when I come around next, because that is fucking cool. Oh, okay. So I was like, did I not just? Yeah, that doesn't sound like they released it too much. Yeah, I want low attack on that. That to me that sounded. Yeah, it just took a little bit of the sting out of it. I think if I'm pretty sure I can hear that taking a bit of the air out and just adding a bit more punch to it. 9.5. 10.8. Okay, so I took a fair bit of volume out. Let's just do 1.2. Yeah, I don't mind a bit quieter. That's fine. Can deal with that. Right, hi-hat. Get the old compressor on that. 2:1 ratio. Starting point here, 0.3, 300. That's too much. Not a beat, you hear it, you want a G. I don't need to be discreet, I'm the MVP. Man at the mat. Alright, that's yeah, so you want lower release on that, surely. Maybe more like 200? That I might look wet just cause. What's the deal with this shit? Sounds so sweet, I think I might have made a biscuit. Not a beat, you hear it, you want a G. I don't need to be discreet, I'm the MVP. Man at the match, I just dispatched my shot, you can pick it out the back of your net. Don't be giving disrespect. I know that I might look wet just cause I don't flex a tech. Alright, what's the deal with this? God, I took a couple dBs off that. That's one thing that I always find you got to be careful with when you're compressing. Is I think the attack, the lower you've got it, the less loud it can sound. I don't. That might be bollocks, but anyway, definitely if you've obviously tweaked around with the threshold and it takes some decibels out, and then you're messing with the levels and you're listening to it as part of the full track. Yeah, the attack does that. Anyway, sometimes you can think it sounds worse. It's just because it's actually not as loud as it was before. So that's a big thing that often I find is like you can accidentally trick yourself into thinking that you've made something worse when actually it does sound better and cleaner, and you just need to bump the decibels up by however much you took away, and then see how you find it. Open higher. Ching. Oh. Tobuscus fucking cool. Nugget, biscuit, nugget, and a biscuit. There you go. Fucking hell. Right. What am I doing? Giving people epilepsy, apparently. Right, point 3. 300. Right, let's solo that out because I'm pissing myself off. Bing. Right. Yeah, I like that. Maybe 200. Maybe even 100. You get more of the. Yeah, man. I'm gonna go 1.5 on that. Just feels right to me. Da, da, da. Yeah, I've had that with the backing brass and then turned dB down and it turned out alright. Yeah, yeah, exactly that. It's easily done, stuff like that. I think that's probably one of those where you're always gonna end up accidentally doing that to yourself at times, no matter how long you've been doing it. And then suddenly you see it and you go, oh shit. Um, that's cool. Yeah, I hope yours is going alright by the way. I haven't checked in with you about it for a while. But yeah, you still I mean obviously not a problem if not, but you've been keeping up with it? Been still managing to find time to get bits done? Right, how much have I taken off that? 24.9. So what, one? Clean. Was it always that quiet? Hopefully that's good. Can't work out if I like that. Maybe I just need to turn it up a bit. I don't know. I'm gonna have to jot that down and come back to that because I feel like I've made that sound. Well, how did it? You know what? I think I'm gonna say that's okay. Right, sub snare. Very kind of left it. Oh, what? I'm very. Okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. No, that's fine. I mean, yeah, it happens, man. I it's not. It's especially when it's just like it's not our jobs or whatever. It's tough to find time for it all the time, and normally when things get a bit busier, it's like the first thing that can just sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Like make way. Um, it has to kind of go, but it's fine. I mean, the cool thing with it is you've got all the setup now, and you've got everything that you need to be to do it, and it's not going anywhere. So whenever you want to go back to it, you can just drop straight back in. It's I've definitely done that a few times over the years. I'm in a good routine with it at the minute, uh, and I think I've been enjoying the result from that. But like, if anything else comes up in my life, like yeah, you know about like what would happen with my nan and stuff. Like, obviously, on the days that I'm going down to see her and that, this is the I can't like this has to be the first thing that kind of makes room for the rest of your life. Oh, no way. You got a Focusrite but didn't get on with it. What about what about it weren't you gelling with? I'm interested to know that because it's mine. I found mine to be a bit of a godsend, but I bought my equipment around it, I think I would say, for the most part. Definitely the microphone and stuff. Um, maybe less so the speakers, but even then, like I knew like I didn't get them until after I had had it. Yeah. No, let me know how it comes. I mean, there's plenty of interfaces out there, and it's just like any piece of music equipment. Like you can find the right one for you, definitely.
I think this might I think this might be the one. I'm trying to come through with the rap game. I think this might be the one. I think this might be the one. I'm trying to come through with the rap game, son. It feels right this time. I think I can entrust you with my life this time. As I write this rhyme, just know that I
Oh,
didn't think that this could.
it was recording the guitar. Oh, shit, man. The output was 10 seconds behind. Man, that's crazy. I don't. Have you still got it? Because I've had that. That could be an Ableton problem. The only thing that I could maybe think. So I had something similar come up when I was recording audio back in the day. Um, and it was to do with the sample rate. But then look, yeah, I've got it set there. But then when I got the focus right, I don't think I have control over that anymore. And I don't know if it comes up in the. Yeah, I think it just does that. Um, input config. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. I mean, no, yeah. Yeah, I don't blame you for that. Man, that's weird. I've not heard of that before, but I mean, it's there's the problem with like computer stuff, and I've definitely found with music equipment as a whole, it's not like not to be a shill, but like say you buy like a I can't think what. I don't know, like you get like an iPhone and everything's just it's like a phone but for babies, like everything's already on there and you don't all you do is press yes to the updates and it does it. You don't really have to worry about it going wrong. Whereas when you have like a Windows thing or any piece of music equipment, like one thing in a setting that you've never even looked at that shouldn't have automatically changed can be changed and then the whole thing just shits its pants. So yeah, that sounds like a nightmare. But yeah, I don't know. It might be worth trying a different interface then. There's I think Focusrite's just one that's like popular and they do like small versions, but I reckon you'd be able to find other ones and see. And then I feel like if you get another one and try it and it does it again, then it's got to be a setting in Ableton. And you could always then get the Focusrite back. Because that's odd, but like I say, with like equipment shit, it's not absolutely not unheard of, and it's so irritating. So I don't blame you for taking that back, and that is yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, man, because stuff like that is really especially if you're kind of like been trying to sort it and you can't, stuff like that is super fucking annoying.
I think this might be the one.
I got so of this shit, man. I'm still not sure about this fucking.
Can entrust you with my life this time. As I write this rhyme, just know that I didn't think that this could happen. Going back a couple years to think I'd ever feel impassioned to put this pen to paper, chasing down the paper. No feeling is greater. I hope I see you later.
Uh, I'm not, did that sound good? The subs there. Oh, I think it sounds better with higher release for a start.
Know that I didn't think that this could happen. Going back a couple years to think I'd ever feel impassioned to put this pen to paper, chasing down
Maybe
the
not.
paper. No.
I don't know. I'm gonna move on from that, but that's another note I need to jot down because I don't think I like the sub snare, and I just can't. I've already got. I can't show it, but I've already got a note on my phone that says check sub snare. So um, I don't need to write that down. I was obviously already unsure of that, so that's good. How's the stream looking? All right, we're looking all right. We're looking all right. Everything's working as it should. So let me get the compressor up and running again. 2, 1. Oh, I didn't adjust the
What's the deal with this shit?
didn't adjust the decibel level on that I just dropped down.
I think this might be the one. I'm trying to come through with the rap game, son. It feels
27.8. What am I doing?
I think this might be the one.
Wait, what? It
Trying
didn't
to come-
change?
I think this might be the one. I'm trying to come through with the rap game, son. It feels
Alright.
right this time. I think I can entrust you with my life this time as I write this rhyme.
No, I got to change that. I'm gonna have to change that fucking thing now. I think. Fucking that is rubbish. Right. The only thing I'm conscious of is I don't think that this gets picked up. So I don't want to fuck around too much.
I think this might be the one.
That doesn't sound good either. This thing's been pissing me off. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can't hear these selections I'm making, so if that is true, I'll try not to do it for very long at all. There's something.
I think this might be the one.
Something about that first one that I just don't like. Oh, that one's a little bit Pet Shop Boysy.
I think this might be the one. I'm trying to come through with the rap.
That's better.
I think
That's better, but I just want. There's a sound I know I want, but I can't find it. Not that.
I think this might be the one. I'm trying to come through.
It's not that either.
I think this might be the one. I'm trying to come through with the rap right this time. I think I can entrust you with my life this time as I write this rhyme. Just know that I didn't think that this could happen.
I think that's slightly better.
I
think that's slightly better. I think that is a slightly better snare. I'm still going to come back to that later, but right now I need to move on from that because I don't imagine that is very fun for anyone else. Right. Have I got this set up right? No. 0.3 on that. 100, 300 on that. Let's listen to this now.
What's the deal with this shit? Sounds so sweet. I think I might have made a biscuit. Not a beat, you hear it, you want. What's the deal with this shit? Sounds so sweet. I think I might have made a biscuit. What's the deal with this shit? Sounds so.
To be honest, that's not sounding that much different to me when I.
MV. What's the deal with this shit? Sounds so sweet. I think I might. What's the deal with this shit? What's the deal with this shit? Sounds so sweet. I think. What's the deal with this shit? Sounds so sweet. I think I might have made a biscuit. What's the deal with this shit? Sounds so sweet, I think I might have made a biscuit.
I just the volume jumps up a bit there.
What's the deal with
I think I'm gonna have to leave
sounds
that.
so sweet, I think I might have made a biscuit. Not a beat, you hear it, you want a G. I don't need to be discreet, I'm the MV.
Have I made it louder? So it goes from 23.5 to 21.5 to.
So sweet, I think I might have made a biscuit. Not a beat, you hear it, you want a G. I don't need to be
3.8.
What's the deal with? What's the deal with this shit? Sounds so sweet, I think I might have made a biscuit. What's the deal with this shit? Sounds so sweet, What's the deal with this shit? Sounds so sweet, I think I might have made a biscuit. Not a beat,
I'll go with 2.5, I think.
I don't need to be
I think that's about right.
I'm the MVP. Man of the match, I just dispatched my shot. You can pick it out the back of your net. Don't be giving disrespect. I know that I might look wet just cause I don't flex a tech. I mean it's gang. I'm from the UK. I'm not gangster, but fuck what you say is funny. I never thought I'd bump this type of rap, but I do when it's mine because my shit slaps. That's right. To be a man, you don't always have to fight. I'm a lover, that's why ladies hold me tight. And I'm not one to scrap, but I sleep good at night. I don't believe in Jesus, but I reckon we'd be tight.
Where am I? Here, but I'm on the wrong thing. Here.
What's the deal with this shit? Sounds so.
I should do this in the chorus. There's a lot more of it in the chorus.
This might be the one. I'm trying to come through with the rap game, son. It feels right.
That fucking snare sounds shit. I gotta change that now.
I think this might be the one. I'm trying to come through. And it feels right this time. I think this might be the one. I think this might be the one.
It just never sounds right. Maybe it needs to go.
Trying to come through with the rap game, son. It feels. I think this might be the one. I'm trying to come through with the rap game, son. It feels right this time. I think I can entrust you with my life this time. As I write this rhyme, just know that I didn't think that this could happen.
Okay, I think that sounds a little better on the snare. If you've got an opinion, let me know on that. But no worries if not, because I can't figure that out already.
I think this might be the one. I'm trying to come through with the rap game, son. It feels right this time. I think I can entrust you with my life. The rap game, son, it feels right this time. I think I can entrust you with my life this time. As I write, I think this might be the one. 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 I'm trying to come through with the rap game, son. It feels right this time. I think I can entrust you with my life this time. As I write this rhyme, just know that I didn't think that this could happen. Going back a couple years to think I'd ever feel I think this might be the one. I'm trying to come through. I think this.
Sorry, I went a bit non-verbal from it then.
I think
34.4.
I think this might be the one.
I think it just sounded right with higher release. Alright, cool. Thank you, man. It's that snare. It's just been pissing me off. But if you think I got it right, it's cool. But I appreciate you saying that. Thank you. Right. Oh, while you're here, I can also ask you, how loud does it come through? Because when I've been listening to it back, I can't tell if I've got the levels right, and I've been struggling to figure out like if I got the mic loud enough to hear it over when I'm playing and talking at the same time. So if there's anything about the levels that you think could do a changing, just let me know. But yeah, appreciate that, man. I think that's the compression done. I've got it all the way down to the saw. There we go. Took me a bit longer than I thought it was gonna, but then I've been waffling on like crazy. All right. I got about I can do about 10 more minutes and then I gotta go. So, um, let's do reverb. Reverb sounds like a shout, and that's normally what I finish off with. I would do glue compressor, but it's not as exciting as reverb. I think I normally leave the reverb off the kick and the bass. Do you know what I'm gonna do? I liked how my last track was sounding thingy wise. What's the word I'm looking for? So I'm gonna just open that up anyway. I should have said that before I did it. I'm gonna open up my last track and just see if I added any reverb on the kick or the bass. I reckon I didn't. I think I probably wouldn't have done that. But let's find out. And you should be able to see it too. Yeah, this is my last track. So here's the kick, compression. Yeah, no reverb. I don't even EQ it. I think I've EQ'd the latest one. And the bass? Yeah, just compression. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. Sometimes that's just the right vibe. I think if you're using presets, you can get away with doing that. I think probably if you had like live drums you were mixing, you would not do that. You would definitely EQ, compress, and reverb. But I think often if you're not often, just sometimes if you're using plugins like the pack that I've got for the drums is pretty solid. I might add a bit of reverb on the bass this time. I don't know. What do I think about that? It's tougher to know in the headphones. I have to do a speaker mix later.
Deal with this shit.
So like I think that's already quite. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That's already quite like if I just do a small amount, see how I feel about it. So I normally do two on that. I think I normally do one on. Oh no. 600 on that. Sorry. And like 20 on the dry wet. Oh, I actually do like that. I actually do think that sounds better. Hello, but yeah, man. Yeah. You can call me when I'm done. That's absolutely fine. I yeah. All right. I'll tell you what I might do then is I will end it now, and then you can do that, and then that should give me plenty of time to do what I got to do when I finish up here. But anyway, thank you for joining on the stream, man. Definitely made it much more much more fun for me, and it was nice to catch up, even though it's sort of a bit of a one-sided way of doing things. But I appreciate you checking in big time. All right, let me stop this now, and then yeah, I'll give you a ring.